Hey guys, Brian here, Stogie Review, IPCPR 2017. And here's the, I think this is the interview a lot of people are waiting for. Pete Johnson of Tatuaje.
Hey guys.
How you doing, sir?
Good, sir. How you been?
Looking dapper. I enjoy the beard.
You know what? I've been trying to grow it out, but every time I go to my girl who cuts my hair and my beard, she always trims it up too much. And I couldn't get a haircut or a trim before I came to the show. So yeah, at least it'll be longer when I go see her, and she can shape it a little bit better.
I'm actually a little jealous that yours is less gray than mine.
Nah.
But I do have you in length, so
Oh
there's
no,
that.
you kill me on length.
And possibly volume too, with all of this, whatever's going on.
Yeah, you got a lot of the side action going on. I try to keep the center point going.
Yeah, it likes to go straight out and go crazy. So
yeah. I have like these ones tickling my earlobe,
Oh, I
and
hate
what a
that.
pain in the ass
I'm
those
always
are.
going in there.
How about that one hair though that curls up into your nose?
Yes.
And you're like,
and no
I was
amount
rubbing my nose all day yesterday, going.
No amount of wax will ever get it to stop. Nothing short of plucking it or trimming it or whatever. So, what's new? What's new, man? What's happening?
Well, not much. We launched a lot of stuff earlier, and we finally started fulfilling it towards the beginning of the year. So the only thing that we held off were a couple sizes.
Okay.
That we had loosely put in the market before, but kind of hidden.
So which ones are we talking about here?
Negociant. We have a new size called the number 4, which is a 4 1/8 by 46. One of my favorite sizes to smoke, actually. So same size as a pork chop.
Okay, yeah.
We have a new surrogate called the 7th Sam. It's kind of a little like homage to our buddy who is really into the Japanese culture in this industry.
Oh, yeah.
And we did a nice big perfecto 6 3/4 by 48-52 taper called the 7th Sam. That's a fun one.
What's that going to retail for?
11. This would be the
11?
most expensive surrogates.
Okay.
But it's got 7 different tobaccos in it.
Okay.
And
only 7. Huh?
Yeah, a little bit of work to get that in there. The symbol is the kanji symbol for 7, but it looks like a little T, so there's a little play on it. Tattoo needles, a little 5-pack, very similar to the style that we do for Atelier, the Cracker Crumbs and the Travailleurs and the El Suelos. We did a 5-pack of tattoos, and the other ones are like pre-cut. These ones actually have a little fuma head to them. Those are fun, man. I've been popping a lot of those this week.
Yeah, those little guys, those are very
really
convenient.
Yeah, really simple packaging. You know, not over the top. Just it is what it is, but convenience.
Yeah.
And then 10-count boxes of broadleaf collections.
Okay.
But they were always sold in 10-count form and the master case. But now they're going to be coming in nice 10-count wood boxes. Sometime in August, I hope. And then, of course, the Michael, the new monster.
People have been looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, that I call it the silent killer.
The silent killer.
Because it's got that Habano Rosado Oscuro wrapper, not too dark, not too over the top. So it kind of deceives you when you smoke it. You think, wow, this is pretty easy to smoke, and then start getting a little winded and hungry.
By the end of it.
Yeah. No, it's a small show for us. I have some stuff that I'm working on for international clients.
But we don't have international viewers, so I mean, you can always divulge some of that international flavor.
I've been chewing on it for a while, but the RC series, Tatuaje RC series. I did 3 sizes based on request by a lot of my international clients last year at Dortmund. They wanted a very specific style and sizing.
What sizes were those?
They end with 52, 54, and 56.
Okay.
But it was by request. I mean, I have the similar sizes in Atelier, but they wanted my version just from Tatuaje on it. And they wanted to have the Tatuaje name on it, so I decided to do the same style, and it gives me the opportunity to finally finish a cigar that I've been working on for 5 years, called Petit, which will have Pellet d'Oro in it.
How do you spell that one?
Petit Église.
Petit Église.
Yeah, it looks you don't. It has an L in front of it, Église, but you don't say the L.
Okay, I'm getting it now. I see what you're saying.
Very similar to L'Esprit de Vérité.
Okay,
You know,
gotcha.
there's some things you don't have to spell out in the French word, and they say it way better than I do. Sorry to all my French customers that I cannot speak the language, but I love the language. Yeah, I mean that's going to be a fun project, but I think Dortmund in Germany will launch the RC series, the 3 sizes, and I think my client in Australia, Devlin's, will get it first. He's actually already put an order in for it, so I have a feeling that they're gonna show up there first. But yeah, just trying to spread it out. I also cut a lot of lines this year. I kind of put them on the back burner, shelved them.
Is that kind of a response, perhaps, to FDA considerations, maybe, or just?
No, actually, they're 4 old Cuban trademarks that I love, and I'm gonna keep them around. It's just that I'm not producing all the sizes. They're gonna still be out there a little bit, but I wanted to kind of shrink my price list a little bit. So they're on the shelf. They'll always be out there, but they're not the focus right now. The focus was to really concentrate around the Atelier name and around the Tatuaje name. I don't know, maybe one day down the road you might see them with a slight alteration to where they actually see the Tatuaje name a little bit more pronounced on them.
Okay.
But yeah, they're not completely gone.
Just on the back burner, on a simmer.
Yeah, we just call them. We're putting them on the back shelf for a little bit. So, yeah, I think that's kind of it. I mean,
You'd mentioned it's getting away from cigars. If we covered all that, you mentioned you had a little bit of a passion project. Do you care to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, actually, hand rolled a film about cigars. I was approached by some guys from Sacramento, California, that are by day in the commercial industry, and they passionate about cigars also, and they asked me, they told me about their project they were doing, and they showed me a small trailer that they had last year, and it was really concentrated on the FDA situation, and it's broadened since then. There's a lot more going on in it. It's really telling the story, humanizing our industry, telling the story about all the people in the industry, to the point where the plan is to get the documentary out there, get it on a platform like Netflix. It's being filmed in super high def.
Yeah, the clip you showed us was really sharp.
No, yeah, and that's a rough cut.
Sharp for very rough.
And eventually, their main goal would be to do a docuseries out of it and really tell, you know, those half-hour, 20-minute segments of Carlito, of George Padron. But we've gotten. I mean, they're doing all the work. They're the guys that know how to put it together. I'm just helping with the financing part because I believe in the project. I want to see this happen for our industry.
And you're definitely in it.
Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I made sure I at least got 20 seconds or something.
I think it's a great idea because I know there are a lot of people that are kind of documentary hounds. They go out and they'll watch
a documentary freak.
They'll watch anything in documentary form on any subject, even if they know nothing about it, just because it's interesting, right?
That's what I love about documentaries because it's a learning experience, and there's a lot of people that don't understand what we do and don't understand that we're normal people.
We're not evil people.
A lot of people think that we're some group of fat guys that light up $100 bills. It's not. That's not our culture. I mean, there's artists in this room, and that's really telling the story about the artists. We got George Padron and his father on film. Carlito is going to be slotted to be filmed later on. We put some luxury, Instagram, guys on there. I got an athlete to be in it, old basketball player. Or actually, he's a young basketball player, but he was retired already. We got some businessmen in there. We got Berta Bravo in there. Pepin Garcia, of course. It's really telling the story about everybody and showing that we're a human industry. and we're a charitable industry.
Faceless. It's
Yeah,
not a faceless megalith.
and we care about this industry, and we don't want it to go away, and we want to teach people that we're good. You know,
when do you think that might air? What might that be?
we're hoping next summer.
Next summer.
Yeah, there's a lot to do.
It seems very compelling. That even that little rough cut, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
I got a commitment from a buddy of mine, a pretty well-known actor, fairly well-known actor, and a documentary guy. Does stuff for National Geographic. He's got a great voice for narration, and the problem is getting him to get in the studio and say those lines. But I know he gave me a commitment, so I'm really excited to announce that when we finally get him in there.
Is there any kind of like a dedicated website for it, or like
kind of like handrolled.com. So far, aside from their own money, Tatuaje and Pete Johnson and Saints and Sinners have all put in money towards this project. So I'm pushing to make sure that it gets done, because even if I have to, keep on picking out of my pocket, I'm going to make sure that this gets finished, because I want our story, not Tatuaje's story, the industry story, to be told. And there's a lot to be seen, and there's an education factor that, again, I learned so much from Chef's Table, dude. I had no idea that I would sit down for a day and watch every episode of Chef's Table, and talk about inspirational and motivational, and actually, I could tell you honestly, I cried watching some of those documentaries, because I realized I wanted to be better at my craft. And you see beer documentaries, you see the wine documentaries, but tobacco or cigars, this craft industry doesn't have anything, not anything great. We used to have some back in the early 90s that were piss poor attempts, but this could really, this could be a great thing for our industry. So
we look forward to
you can tell how passionate I am about it, and I'm hoping that if anybody wants to help contribute, they'll look up, at least buy the T-shirts and the lighters that they have on their website. They have a Facebook page, Handrolled the Movie, Handrolled Film About Cigars on Facebook, and they're all constantly doing updates about filming and who they're filming.
People talk about maybe I'll throw a banner up on Stogie or something like that.
Oh, that would be awesome. I appreciate that.
I really support. I really like the idea. I really like what I saw.
Yeah, and it will get done. And regardless of what's going on with the FDA, and we hopefully see some good things coming from that, at least we'll have a timeless documentary about our world. So that's it, man. That's my story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you,
Really
Brian.
appreciate the time.
I appreciate it too.